Hi guys, and welcome back. My name is Junior. Now we are into second topic of the day, repetition structure, and then we are looking into our repetition structure called a do-while loop. Alright, a do-while loop, a do-while statement. Alright, a do-while statement, do-while statement or statements. Alright, and then now I've made a notepad once again, guys. I really think the idea of having a notepad here is very good, that you guys can pause the video and then read the topic, and then now as much as we'll be going to our IDE programming, writing the code for this thing here, at least you'll have it written down and then on your notes, and then we can make the discussion so broad on YouTube. Alright guys, alright, here are the tips for a do-while loop. A do-while loop, from my point of view, just explaining a bit, a do-while loop, as the name suggests, a do, you'll be asked to do something while the condition permits you to do so, right? Remember, when we say permits you to do so, it then means while the condition is met, right? While the condition executed true. But then you'll initially do something. You will have to do something before even coming to the condition. And then now, before coming to the while loop, when you go to the while loop, it then means now you'll have to check the condition. If the condition is true, you then go and repeat whatever that you are doing in the while loop, and then come again to the okay, I made a mistake in terms of explaining. I said you'll initially do something within your do loop, and then you'll go to your condition and then check the while loop and check the condition. If the condition is met, you go again back in the do, and then do the statement in the do, and then come again to the condition. So you'll always I said it again, you'll always start with the statement within the do, and then you come to the condition. Then if the condition is true, and then you're going to repeat whatever is in the do. Okay, and I'm saying do. Many of you are like do, come on, do it. Alright, but let's continue. Alright, okay, here are my tips. I just make the content nearly the same as the one for the while loop. Here are the tips. The program do execution or executions, right, or loop. The program do execution loops, or the program do execution or loops while the condition is true or met. That's why I said here, I said do. Maybe I'm supposed to write it in cap, but I cannot write it in cap. Maybe I might confuse you. Oh Jesus, sorry about that. So the program do, the different in terms of explaining, if you can look at the previous one, here we say the program execution loops. Here we say the program do. So that's, oh god, what's happening? Sorry guys. Alright, we say the program do execution loops while the condition is true or is met, otherwise it stops. It then means it stops if the condition is not met. Jesus Christ. Right, it's late in the evening. Oh my god, it's nearly midnight. No wonder. Alright, and now structuring of the do while loop. This is how you structure it. The same as the first part is the same as the for loop. Oh, my nose is blocked. Alright, you'll have a declaration with or without initialization, right? And then now the second part of it, you'll then have to write do. You see, that's the do I was talking about. You then have to write do, and then you'll open a parenthesis. Once you open a parenthesis, by default you have to also close it down there, and then within, now the third part will come within the do part, which is the statement within the do, which in comparison is the same as the third part for the while loop, which is statement within the while loop. You see, those are the same. So you'll have your statement here. It then means you're going to do the statements. You'll do the statements. All right, and then after that you'll have the part or where we're having the statement to change the previous condition, e.g. increment or decrement. I emphasize the increment and the decrement on the previous lecture. So you guys, if you have not watched the previous lecture, I advise you go and do your check. That's where I was explaining more the difference between the decrement, what is to increment and what is to decrement. All right, and then you see, then now you're going to do 3 and 4 within the parenthesis of the do, and then after it you'll have the fifth part. Now here now we'll have the fifth part, which is outside the parenthesis of the do, and then you'll have your while, and then you write while, and then you write the condition here. And then now look here guys, now on the fifth part we have this statement terminator. Now we are terminating the statement. Now we are terminating the statement for a while. One might say, oh, why are we terminating the statement for a while? Yes, you'll understand why we terminate now. We regard it as a statement, we terminate it because now we are actually controlled by what? Not only by the while, but by the do and the while. Alright? So we terminate. It will always be like this. Don't forget this. Alright? Because actually whatever that you're doing is within the do. And then here we just come and check the condition. That's why we terminate. And then we terminate it to mark it that this is now a statement. It's not a condition for us to look at. This is now a statement. That's why we terminate it. And then now here we come and do the statement within the do. Alright, so I then just thought it would be a good idea, a great idea actually, a great one to use the very same example as the one for the while loop to see if these two can do the same thing. Right now, and our example is still the same. Write a program which displays integers less than 10. Make use of a while loop to achieve this. Oh sorry, make use of a do while, you see the copy and paste thing. Okay, make use of a do while loop. Alright, a do while loop to achieve this. Oh, they won't write like this. Okay, alright, make use of a do while loop to achieve this. So remember where you see 1, 2 and then 3, 4 within the do, and then now you come to the fifth part which is outside your do. Alright, so now let's quickly continue. Wow, feeling kind of sleepy. Okay, now we go to our Qt Creator, we create a new project, and then C++, plain C++, and then now this is do while. Jesus Christ. A do while loop. This is a do while loop. Alright, I'll be quick so that I can rest. Okay, remember it will always by default create this thing for us since we are now in C++. Okay, again let me cascade it so that we'll be looking at it. Very nice. Okay, now what we do first, we look into number 1. Alright, number 1 is set in terms of the structure of a do while. Number 1, we said we have a declaration with or without initialization. So since here on our on the given problem here, the given problem on the example 1, it says write a program which displays integer less than 10, then it will be a great idea for us to have a declaration with initialization, like I emphasized in the previous lecture we were doing the while loop. So let's declare it again, int, and then let's say it's I, and then initialize to 0. Alright, so now on the second part we say what? We say do, and then we open and then we close it. Alright, alright, you see, this is very nice. Now we have a do. When I say do, and then now within the parenthesis of the do, what do we have? We have statement within the do, the statement within the do, which means these are the statement to execute, to run within the do. And then remember I said the statement are what actually statement is what you are asked to do in the program, and then in our program we are asked to display. That means you just again, and then we display what? first integers less than 10. And then remember the integers now, we cannot literally write a value like 0 here, no, because now we want to display integers, all integers less than 10. It then means the storage reference I is the one that can hold all the integers. So now we just say I, we display I, and then remember the idea of the end line where we display everything on its new line, on its own line, everything just follow below each other. Then this is the statement to run, which was number 3. And then number 4, now here number 4, we say the statement to change the previous condition, right? Oh, that means here I should not say to change the previous condition, to change the condition, to change the condition, not the previous condition. Oh, the idea of copy and paste again. The statement to change the condition, right? All right. And then now here, what is the statement to change the condition? We still again be looking into increment. Then we increase that I, because I now is started, we initialize it to 0, so we need to increase from 0 till where we get what, the last integer actually to display. All right. And then we have these statements, and then we say do these. These are all. This is number 4. Then let's go for number 5. Is outside the parenthesis of the do, as you can see, it's outside. Then we're going to write what, nicely, we're just gonna say while. Then now we open. What was our condition? Okay, what is our condition actually? Not to copy from the previous. What was our condition? What is our condition? Our condition is that we have to display integers. Our condition says integers, we're targeting to display integers less than 10. It then means what is the reference to integer here? Integer order our program is what is I. So it then means you're going again to say I less than 10. And then remember we terminate. Voila, very nice, ready to go. Without wasting any time, let me just build and see if we have a program without errors. Yes, no error. And then now I'll just come and build it and run it. You see, it displays nicely the same for a while loop. This is a do while, guys. It displays the same for the while loop. So remember what is very important. Okay, now let me emphasize how actually the program goes from where to start where. This is the declaration. That's why we have to first create our variable, our variable, which is an integer, and now we initialize it to 0. We create a storage called I, and then we put 0 inside that storage initially. And then we come here, we find a do, we say do, and then within the do we say first thing first. What we do, we display, this is a console output, we display what, the value that is inside that I, which is looking here the program. Now we know that is what is 0. Initially is 0, so we are displaying 0. All right. And then after that we go to the next line on our display, and then now we come here and then we say what, I plus plus. This says I plus 1. What is the value of I? We know that value of I, it was 0, so we say 0 plus 1, which is going to be 1. And then now we hit here the parenthesis, and then we go outside, and then now we visit the while loop. You see the idea now. Now we are not locked within the do. We are branching out to the while loop, to the while, and then we say while, and then I is what, we have already, now I was 0, but then here with the I plus plus we have what, I is what, has been incremented with 1. So I 0 plus 1 is what, is 1. So it's gonna say here, say y is 1 less than 10. Yes, it's true. When it's true, we bounce back to the statement within the do, and then we do what, we display. Then we come again here, you see. And then after coming here, and then we'll come outside to the while, and then if it's met, we'll then come back again to the do. So the idea here, this is a circle, till where I was 9. I just want to, so that I can finish the explanation. So till where I is 9, it will come here and then display 9, and then comes here and say 9 plus 1 is 10, and then come to the while. When you say on the while, you say I, we know I now is what, is saving 10 inside, is 10 less than 10. That's where the program will now execute to what, to false. So once this is false, it's not met, the condition is not met, and then means you don't go back to the do. That's where you stop. That's when it stop. That's why the program stop on after displaying 9. All right, let me show you. You see, that's why the program stopped displaying 9 after displaying 9. All right, remember this, the idea of the repetition, guys. You can use the while and the do. Yes. All right, so I hope you guys will find this video educational, and please guys, as much as you learn, these are the basic things. I'm just emphasizing the basic thing. Well, later on as we continue, and then after emphasizing the idea of control structure, be doing more of big complex things, and then I expect you guys to be carrying all this information that from all these lecturers that you're having to the next level, as much as you'll be continuing, as you still have so much to learn in programming, as I myself, I still have so much to learn to date. All right, so guys, all right, then let me just say ciao, cheers, till next time. All right, bye bye.